Chosen one, the first day of September is not ordinary. Heaven has written it as a portal, a moment where the old can no longer follow you and the new begins to flow. Can you feel it? The air carries a different weight. Your body reacts with signs you cannot explain. Your heart senses that something has shifted. This is not imagination. It is the first wave of September's energy descending upon the chosen. August was the month of endings, but September begins as the month of movement, acceleration, and turning. The silence is over. The delays are broken. And this first day sets the rhythm for everything that will follow. You will notice it in your body. You will hear it in your spirit. You will see it in the sudden opportunities and shifts around you. Because heaven has declared the chosen cannot remain in the old. They must rise with the new. This is not just a new month. It is the month of the turning, and it begins today. Chosen one, not every beginning is the same. There are ordinary beginnings where life moves forward in routine, and then there are beginnings written in heaven, beginnings that carry weight, timing, and destiny. September 1st is not just the first day of a new month. It is a portal. A portal is not just an opening, it is a threshold. It connects what has been sealed behind you with what is now being released ahead of you. It closes what no longer belongs, and at the same time, it invites you to step into what has been waiting for you all along. That is why this day is so significant. It does not exist in isolation. It comes immediately after August 31st, the day of endings, of closure, of sealing. If yesterday was about finishing, then today is about unlocking. If August was about silence, then September begins with voice. It is heaven declaring the old is finished, and now the new is released. Can you feel the shift? The atmosphere around you has already changed. Your heart beats differently. Your thoughts begin to clear. Even your body responds with unusual sensations of energy or release, because it recognizes what your spirit already knows. The portal has opened. Chosen one, think of how long you prayed for a genuine new beginning. Not just a restart that repeats the same cycles, but a true shift where old burdens no longer weigh you down, where doors that were locked swing wide open, where what felt impossible suddenly begins to flow. That is what the first day of September is designed to be. It is not a reset, it is an activation. It is not a small step forward, it is a crossing into something entirely different. And here is the mystery: portals require response. You cannot stumble into them by accident. You must choose to walk through. Some will treat this day as common, and for them, it will pass like any other. But for those who recognize it, this portal will mark the dividing line between their before and thereafter. Do not ignore the subtle ways heaven confirms this opening. The dreams that carry unusual clarity, the sudden sense of relief or peace, the doors that close abruptly, making space for better ones to appear, the quiet nudging in your heart that says, it's time to move forward. All of these are heaven's way of signaling that the portal is not a theory, it is active right now. Chosen one, you cannot carry everything from the old through this portal. Some relationships, some fears, some attachments must be left at the threshold. This day is about release as much as it is about entry. You step lighter into the after because you refuse to drag the before with you. That is why the days leading up to this moment felt so heavy. The Spirit was pressing you to let go so you could cross unhindered. So I ask you, Will you step through this first day as if it were ordinary, or will you honor it as the portal heaven designed it to be? Will you remain in what is finished, or will you move into what is waiting? Will you see September 1st as a date, or will you embrace it as the day heaven split your story in two? This Sunday is unforgettable because it is not just about beginnings. It is about crossings. It is the day when the portal stands wide open, when the invitation is clear, when heaven whispers, "Step forward. Leave the old behind. The new is already here." From this moment, you are not just walking into a new month, you are walking into a new dimension of promise, purpose, and alignment. And once you step through, there is no going back. Chosen one, there is a profound difference between the energy the world tries to generate and the energy heaven releases. Human energy is limited. It rises and falls with emotions, circumstances, and effort. But the energy that comes from heaven is eternal, unshakable, and unstoppable, because it flows directly from the source of all life. And this is the energy that descends upon you on September 1st. This is not just motivation. It is not positive thinking. It is not a temporary surge that fades when challenges appear. The energy of heaven is a force of alignment. It moves through your body, stirs your spirit, clears your mind, and sets your steps on the exact path prepared for you. It is heaven itself filling you with momentum that cannot be explained, only lived. Perhaps you've already felt it. That sudden lightness after weeks of heaviness. That wave of peace washing over you when nothing external has changed. That unexpected clarity in your mind, as if fog lifted in a single moment. Those are not coincidences. They are the first drops of a river now flowing. The energy of September is not coming. It has already arrived. And this energy doesn't just lift you, it transforms you into a channel. You are not meant to simply contain it. You are meant to transmit it. When the energy of heaven fills you, it radiates outward. Your presence begins to shift atmospheres. Your words carry a different weight. Even your silence communicates peace and strength to those around you. The people near you will sense it. Something has changed in you. Something divine. Something undeniable. Chosen one, heaven releases this energy not to entertain you, but to empower you. It gives you strength to walk away from cycles you could never break in your own power. It gives you vision to see paths that were invisible before. It gives you courage to do what fear once kept you from doing. This is not ordinary energy. It is heaven's declaration that you are ready for the new. You will not be left behind. You will rise with the rhythm I have set for you. But here is the key. You must learn to surrender to it. Heaven's energy cannot be manipulated, only received. You cannot use it for your plans. It will move you into God's plans. You cannot force it to fit your schedule. It will rearrange your schedule to align with divine timing. And when you stop resisting, you discover that its flow carries you further than your effort ever could. Let me ask you, how many times have you tried to move in your own strength and ended up exhausted? How many times did you feel drained, pushing forward with no fruit, no progress, no reward? This 1st of September breaks that cycle. Because when heaven's energy comes, you no longer move by striving. You move by flow. You no longer survive by effort. You thrive by grace. This Sunday is unforgettable because it is the day heaven breathes new strength into the chosen. The strength to run when before you could barely walk. the strength to carry what once crushed you, the strength to shine even in places that once drained you, the strength to radiate light where darkness used to prevail. Chosen one, this energy is already here. You don't need to fight for it. You don't need to beg for it. You only need to open yourself and let it fill every corner of who you are. Because once it does, you will no longer just live through September. You will rise in September. And that rise will testify to everyone around you that heaven has touched you, that the source of life himself is moving in you. Chosen one, heaven never opens a new cycle in silence. When God shifts the times, he leaves signs so the awakened can recognize the change. And on this 1st of September, those signs are already all around you. They are not random. They are not coincidences. They are confirmations that the new has already begun. Think of your body. Have you not felt unusual sensations in these last days? Sudden waves of fatigue without reason, followed by bursts of strength that seem to come from nowhere. Chills racing across your skin, or unexpected heat flooding your chest or hands. Sleep that felt heavier. Dreams that were more vivid than usual, almost carrying messages. These are not accidents. Your body is reacting to the frequency of a new cycle. The portal opened, and your temple, your very flesh, is aligning itself to carry what heaven is pouring out. Look also to your mind. Notice how moments of fog and confusion are suddenly breaking with flashes of clarity. Ideas are coming to you without effort. Solutions appear for problems you once thought had no way forward. Even the way you perceive time feels different. Like the days are moving faster because the energy of acceleration has already begun to flow. Your mind is not malfunctioning. It is being recalibrated to think at heaven's pace. And your heart, chosen one, your heart has already been speaking. Have you felt waves of peace come over you without explanation? Moments where tears fell, but they were not tears of despair, they were tears of release, or sudden bursts of joy, almost childlike, rising inside of you. That is not emotional instability. That is your spirit testifying that the old has ended and the new is alive inside you. Your emotions are aligning with the truth of what heaven has decreed. Even the external world is showing signs. Connections are shifting. People who no longer align with your destiny are drifting away. Plans that looked secure are collapsing. Not because of failure, but because they were not part of your next chapter. At the same time, unexpected doors are cracking open. Small opportunities are appearing, subtle but undeniable. This is the rhythm of heaven. Close what is finished, and reveal what is ready. Chosen one, let me ask you, have you been dismissing these signs as coincidences? How many times have you felt your body react, your heart stir, your atmosphere shift, and then tried to explain it away as nothing? Do not do that now. The signs are heaven's language. They are God's way of saying the new is not on its way, it has already begun. The danger is not that there are no signs. The danger is ignoring them, because those who are blind to the signs treat the holy as ordinary. But those who recognize them step boldly into what others cannot see. This Sunday is unforgettable because it is not the promise of a new beginning. It is the proof of one. You are not waiting for the shift to happen. You are already in it. The signs are everywhere, in your body, in your mind, in your emotions, in your environment. and they are all declaring the same thing. The new has started, the portal is open, and your life will not remain the same. Chosen one, when heaven opens a new season, the shift is not only spiritual, it reverberates through your body and your mind. Because you are not just spirit, you are temple. And every temple must adjust when a new frequency fills it. On this 1st of September, your body and mind are already responding to the restart. Think of how your body has felt these last hours. Some of you have carried sudden tiredness, as though every muscle weighed twice as much. Others have felt bursts of energy, as if strength appeared from nowhere. Unusual sensations, chills, waves of heat, tingling in the hands or feet, a deep heaviness in the chest that suddenly lifted. These are not medical accidents or random fluctuations. They are signals that your flesh is aligning with what your spirit already knows. The new cycle has begun. The body is a witness. When heaven speaks, it does not remain untouched. That is why tears sometimes flow without explanation, or why your breathing changes in prayer, or why your heart races as if something invisible were pressing upon it. These are not weaknesses. They are confirmations. Your body is saying, heaven is here, the shift is real. But it is not only your body that reacts. Your mind also bears the marks of the restart. Moments that used to feel confusing suddenly clear up. Patterns of thought that kept you trapped begin to break. It is as if fog lifts, and what was blurry now comes into focus. This is heaven, recalibrating your thoughts to match the rhythm of what is unfolding. You may notice inspiration arriving more quickly, ideas appearing like flashes, connections forming in your mind that you never considered before. Even your perception of time may feel altered, hours passing differently, days carrying a weight you cannot explain. That is because your mind is adjusting to acceleration. It is being tuned to a frequency where the old pace no longer applies. Chosen one, do not dismiss these reactions. How often have you thought, I'm just tired, I'm just distracted, I'm just imagining things? But the truth is this, you are not imagining, you are experiencing. Your body and mind are not breaking down, they are being renewed. The restart is not symbolic, it is physiological. Let me ask you, are you paying attention to what your body is telling you? Are you honoring the way your mind is shifting? Or are you brushing it off as coincidence? Because to ignore these signs is to treat the holy as ordinary, but to recognize them is to step into deeper alignment with heaven's work. This Sunday is unforgettable because it does not leave you unchanged. It imprints itself on your temple, on your flesh and your thoughts. Your body feels lighter, your mind clearer, your spirit steadier. And every part of you testifies, the new has come, the restart is real, the 1st of September has marked me. So do not resist the reactions. If you feel the tiredness, rest. If you feel the tears, let them flow. If your mind fills with ideas, write them down. If your body feels energy, move with it. Because all of these are heaven's fingerprints proving that your restart has already begun. From now on, you will not just believe in September's energy, you will embody it. Your body will carry it. Your mind will express it. And your spirit will lead the way. Chosen one, when heaven releases a new energy, not everyone can carry it fully. The difference is not in who is called, but in who is aligned. Because alignment is what allows the chosen to not only sense the shift, but to walk in it without resistance. This 1st of September is not simply about heaven pouring out. It is about how you posture yourself to receive. You can live it as just another day, or you can live it as a divine appointment. The difference lies in alignment. Alignment means every part of you, body, mind, and spirit, moves in harmony with what heaven has already decreed. When you are misaligned, you can feel the energy but not flow with it. It becomes a weight, confusing and overwhelming. But when you are aligned, the same energy becomes momentum, lifting you, carrying you, transforming you. Let us look deeper. Your body must align. That means honoring rest when the spirit leads you to rest, eating lightly if prompted, drinking water, treating your temple as sacred. Not because these things make you spiritual, but because they keep the vessel clear for what is flowing. A body in alignment does not resist the frequency. It becomes a channel for it. Your mind must also align. How many times have your own thoughts fought against what God was trying to do? Fear whispering, "It won't last." Doubt saying, "This is just in your head." Comparison screaming, "Others are further than you." These thoughts are walls. They block what heaven is trying to release. But when you align your mind, speaking words of faith, choosing thoughts of trust, declaring out loud what you believe, the walls come down and the flow increases. And above all, your spirit must align. This is the anchor. It is in your spirit that you choose to trust without seeing, to believe without proof, to stay awake even when the world sleeps. Alignment of the spirit is about surrender. It is about saying, "I may not understand, but I yield to the rhythm of heaven. I may not see the full picture, but I know the one who holds it." Chosen one, alignment is not perfection. It is posture. It is choosing to tilt your whole being toward heaven's direction. It is living in awareness, in openness, in surrender. And when you do, the energy of September does not pass you by. It fills you, carries you, transforms you. So I ask you, are you aligned? Will you let your body remain heavy and unprepared, your mind distracted, your spirit distant? Or will you bring every part of yourself into agreement with the decree of heaven? Because those who align will not just see September's energy, they will embody it. This Sunday is unforgettable because it is not about waiting for something far away. It is about aligning with what is already here. And those who align will testify. The energy of heaven flowed through me. The 1st of September did not pass me by. It marked me. Chosen one, heaven not only determines what happens in your life, but also the speed at which it unfolds. There are seasons of waiting where everything seems to move painfully slow. And there are seasons of acceleration where God Himself pushes your life forward at a pace no man could have imagined. This 1st of September is the mark that you have stepped into a season of acceleration. Acceleration is not about human hurry. It is not anxiety, rushing, or frantic movement. It is divine speed, the pace of heaven. It is when doors that once stayed locked for years open in days. It is when promises that felt distant suddenly manifest before your eyes. It is when delays break and what was once not yet becomes now. Look back at August. It felt heavy, slow, even suffocating at times. It was a month of endings, of closure, of pruning. But September is not carrying the same rhythm. It is lighter, sharper, faster. It is as if the Spirit is saying, The time of waiting has served its purpose, but now the time of movement begins. You will begin to notice this acceleration everywhere. Projects that stalled for months suddenly pick up speed. Relationships realign quickly. Some end abruptly, others deepen in unexpected ways. Opportunities appear suddenly, almost out of nowhere, and even your inner life feels it. Ideas come faster, prayers feel stronger, revelations strike more clearly. This is not coincidence. It is the momentum of heaven. But here is the mystery. Acceleration demands surrender. If you try to control it, you will feel overwhelmed. If you cling to the past, you will be dragged. Acceleration is not about you running faster. It is about you letting heaven carry you further. Your job is to stay aligned, light, open. God's job is to move you at His pace. Let me ask you, how many times did you complain that nothing was changing, that everything was taking too long? How many nights did you cry, asking why the promises were still delayed? This first day of September is your answer. God is saying, the waiting was preparation. The slowness built your roots. But now I will accelerate. Now you will see in days what you once expected in years. Chosen one, this acceleration will demand that you travel light. You cannot run into the new carrying the weight of the old. Unforgiveness, fear, toxic attachments, all of them are too heavy for this speed. If you hold on to them, you will stumble. But if you release them, you will soar. Acceleration is heaven's invitation to let go and trust. This Sunday is unforgettable because it sets the rhythm for the entire month. September is not a month of waiting. It is a month of momentum. It will feel like everything is moving at once, like breakthroughs are overlapping, like the floodgates of heaven have opened. And that is exactly what it is. The flow of God's timing finally catching up with your destiny. So prepare yourself. Do not resist. Do not cling to what is finished. Lift your eyes, steady your heart, and let the current of heaven carry you. Because September will not crawl, it will run. And if you stay aligned, you will run with it. From this first day, acceleration begins. And once it starts, nothing and no one can slow it down. Chosen one, as September 1st opens before you, heaven is declaring something far greater than just a new month. This is not a reset of time on earth. This is a turning point written in heaven. It is the moment where your life pivots, where the old cannot follow and the new becomes undeniable. This is the month of the turning. A turning is not a small adjustment. It is not a minor correction of your path. It is the hand of God taking your entire story and placing it on a new track. It is a rerouting that changes not only where you are going, but who you are becoming. This is why the weight of August was so heavy, because heaven was preparing you for the pivot that September now releases. And how do you know you've entered a turning? Because things no longer fit the way they used to. Conversations that once satisfied now feel empty. Environments that once felt comfortable now feel foreign. Habits that once seemed normal now feel heavy. This discomfort is not punishment. It is proof. It is evidence that you have outgrown what belonged to the old cycle and have stepped into the after. Chosen one, think of how often you cried for change. How many times you whispered, God, I cannot keep living like this. I need a shift. This is heaven's answer. Not a vague hope, but a clear decree. September is your turning. This month will mark you forever. The turning means acceleration in places you thought were stuck. It means restoration in areas you thought were broken forever. It means opportunities appearing where doors once slammed shut. It means clarity breaking through where confusion once reigned. And it means you will no longer live tied to the silence of yesterday, because the voice of God is now loud in your today. But here is the most powerful truth. This turning is sealed. It cannot be undone. Once heaven draws the line, nothing, no enemy, no fear, no resistance can push you back into the before. The only choice you have is whether you will live as someone who acknowledges it or as someone who pretends nothing has changed. The seal is on you, but you must step into it. So let me ask you, will you walk into September as if it were just another month? Or will you declare boldly that this is the month heaven pivoted your story? Will you hide the turning inside, or will you live it outwardly, letting your very life testify that God has shifted everything? Chosen one, this Sunday is unforgettable because it sets the tone for all the days that follow. Every sunrise in September will echo this truth. I am living in the after. I am marked by the turning. And every challenge that tries to rise against you will fall under the weight of that seal. This is not just September. This is the month where everything changes. The month where heaven's energy flows through you. The month where your body, mind, and spirit align. The month where the acceleration of God overtakes you. The month where your story divides into before and after. Chosen one, embrace it fully. Do not look back. Do not resist. Do not minimize what is happening. Step into it with faith, because this month has been written as your proof. The 1st of September has opened the portal. The rest of September will confirm the turning. And by the time this month ends, you will no longer just speak of promises. You will live as one who embodies them. This is your month of turning. And from here on, nothing will ever be the same.